刚才那几个就是要播上去。
Our next politician has travelled here from Romania. His name's George Simeon. I'll let him tell the story, because just as you saw the election robbed in the United States of America, we saw the election robbed in Brazil. The election was also robbed in Romania. Raise the colours! Come on, come on! We stand with Charlie Kirk. We, as free Romanians, stand with Great Britain. We are here to stand for freedom and democracy. And we stand with President Donald Trump and the United States across Europe. Dictatorship is being imposed by Emmanuel Macron and Ursula von der Leyen. We must stand up for our rights, for homeland, for God, and for our families, for our children, and for the future of our civilization. This year we had annulled elections in Romania. Emmanuel Macron, Ursula von der Leyen, and all the European Union bureaucrats meddled with our elections and annulled the electoral process. This is why I'm here in solidarity with the Great British patriots to make Great Britain great again, to make Europe great again. We stand together with Elon Musk that managed to bring the freedom of speech back into the social networks. You are a great nation which must survive, and you must stand up for your right, for the future of your children and the future of your democracy, the future of your nation. We will be there to fight, and not only us, the Polish people, the Hungarian people, the Slovakian people will be there and fight with you. Family and homeland. Let's hear it. Thank you, England. England! Beautiful day, everybody. Yeah, you're having a good time. Do you think Keir Starmer's having a good time?
Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker.
There's lots of thank yous I need to give today. Okay, lots of thank yous. I want to thank my mum and dad for putting on some money.
Tommy Robinson.
My mum and dad for putting up some madness. My children are here today as well. And I get to see this, which is a beautiful moment for me. For so many years they had so much bullshit about my dad. So many lies. My ex-wife was so still love you, darling. But there's someone else that I need to thank today. We all need to thank today. This would not have happened without the next gentleman who I want to bring out here to speak to you for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. introduce you to?
No way!
Putting together an amazing event and really rallying the people of Britain. I think that's generally a good way to look at these things. He would want freedom of speech. He would want the people to know what's real. He would want the people to fight against government oppression and fight for the truth and fight for the future of Britain.
We're grateful for your time. We know what a busy man you are. Why is it important for you to be here today speaking at this Unite the Kingdom event?
Well, I'm of primary British ancestry. I want Britain to be greater than it ever has been. I want Britain to remain Britain. I think that there's something beautiful about being British. And destruction of Britain. Initially a slow erosion, but a rapidly increasing erosion of Britain with massive uncontrolled migration, a failure by the government to protect innocent people, including children, who are getting gang raped. It's unreal. The government has failed in its duty to protect its citizens. It's a fundamental duty of government. This has got to stop. There needs to be massive government reform in Britain. And the people need to be in charge.
Why is free speech so important to you?
Well, I believe you can't get to the truth of things without freedom of speech, without active debate. There's so many on the left that want to just crush debate and put people in prison just for talking, as you were, just for speaking their mind. The essence of democracy is it should be a government for the people, by the people. And in fact, this is a government against the people and not for the people. This is why everyone is gathered here today, is something's got to be done. This is unacceptable. It needs to protect it. It needs to protect the weak, those who cannot protect themselves, especially the children. And when I read about some of the horrific stories and how the government did nothing and tried to hide it, they try to hide these horrific crimes. I mean, you see how much violence there is on the left, with our friend Charlie Cook getting murdered in cold blood this week, and people on the left celebrating it openly.
Charlie, 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 Charlie.
I mean, let that sink in for a minute. That's who we're dealing with here. That is who we're dealing with.
You know, to so many of the British public who are scared to exercise their free speech. They're worried about being imprisoned, they're worried about being attacked, even to share their speech on your platform events. What message would you give to them?
The message is really, my message is to the reasonable center. The common sense. So my appeal is to British common sense. which is to look carefully around you and say, if this continues, what world will you be living in? This is a message to the reasonable center, the people who ordinarily wouldn't get involved in politics, who just want to live their lives. They don't want they're quiet. They just go about their business. My message is to them: if this continues, that violence is going to come to you. You will have no choice. You're in a fundamental situation here where whether you use violence or not, violence is coming to you. You either fight back or you die.
We know that DEI often sees people getting jobs when they definitely don't deserve them. Do you think this culture is holding back progress in the West? And what do you think needs to happen to reserve it, to repress it?
Yeah, I'm appealing to sort of common sense and fairness. I want to emphasize just common sense and fairness, which is that we should make our decisions based on merit, on how, if somebody is talented and hardworking, then that should be the only means of advancement. There should not be discrimination on the basis of sex or religion or any race or anything else. And what a lot of the woke stuff is, it's actually super racist, it's super sexist, and it's often it's anti-religion, but only anti-Christian. Like, why only anti-Christian? That's unfair. So this is what my message is to the reasonable middle. Do you not want a world where there is fairness and common sense, and you advance as a function of how hard you work, and your talent, and your integrity? That's the best. The work my environment and I feel is against all of that.
A lot of people don't understand why we're allowing mass uncontrolled immigration into all Western nations. Do you believe that there are powerful forces outside of elected officials, someone controlling governments, that are trying to control the foreign immigration, and how do we resist that pressure?
I think when you look at the behavior of organizations, for people, you have to say, what is the incentive for these organizations? And frankly, there's a massive incentive on the left to import voters. So if they can't convince their nation to vote, they're going to import people from other nations to vote for them. This is a massive factor. And frankly, it's a strategy that will succeed if it is not stopped. Thus far, it is succeeding. And you see strong movements to allow people who are not from Britain to vote in Britain, to allow people who are not from France or elsewhere to vote in those countries, and thus depriving the citizens of their democratic power. It's really a voter importation thing. And if they're allowed to succeed, if this is allowed to continue, they will succeed in importing voters, swaying the elections, and taking your vote away from you. That is 100% what is happening.
You know what's great? The BBC and the mass media cannot control this. We pay for it. We pay for it.
Yes.
We're forced to pay for it. You know, it's insane if you don't pay for it.
You're forced to pay for your own destruction. It's insane. It's unfair. It is wrong.
Elon, a lot of ordinary people that are here today, they feel ignored, they feel censored, or they're labelled just for speaking up about their legitimate fears and concerns in their communities. Do you believe technology, like X or even AI, can finally give power back to those people? Or do you think it'll make censorship worse or even automate it?
I mean, that's a complicated question. It really depends on what government is in charge. The government can obviously use whatever powers are available to suppress the people. And so I really think there's got to be a to the government in Britain. And you can't, we don't have it's too long. Something's got to be done. There's got to be a resolution in Parliament and a new vote about help. What matters is rallying the people of Britain, really getting the people of Britain to get the message out there, talk to your friends and family, and build a massive power base among the people. And like I said, you really got to appeal to the sort of average, just the normal people that just want to go about their business. That are sort of in a village somewhere they're working, they just want to mind their own business. But you've got to point out to them that if we don't take action, they won't be able to mind their own business because other people are going to come and maraud them. There's genuine risk of rape and murder and the destruction of the country and pollution of the entire way of life. And so, yes, in the normal course of business, if things were, if you weren't under a massive attack, then people should go about their business and just live their lives. But unfortunately, if the fight comes to you, you don't have a choice. You have to fight. So you have to rally all of the people to fight for the future. And if this doesn't happen, there won't be a future.
Are you ready to fight for your future, Britain?
And they're like, yes, they live in a village here or there or city or there, and they're like, well, it doesn't seem like it's really that much of a problem. I'm like, well, if you want to know what's going to happen to your town or village, just visit London, and you see that it's filled with crime. It often doesn't feel like Britain at all, and it's only a matter of time before that is what happens to your town or village. It starts in London, but it will spread to every town and village in the country, and no one will have any peace.
Elon, you
Yes.
built rockets, you built cars, you built satellites, you built AI. Things most of us don't dream of. It's fair to say you were a visionary. When you look at leaders in Europe and the UK today, do you think they share the same talent for future vision, or do you feel like they'll be left behind without a touch?
Well, I think we've got to have a freer country, a freer, Europe in general has to be freer. It's stifled by bureaucracy. I think it's good that Britain left the EU because there's just too much bureaucracy in the EU. So, if you have excess government regulation and oppression, you stifle the freedom of people to try new and great ideas. And Britain used to be a country that did amazing things, some of the boldest things on the entire planet. And that is possible in the future. But it can't be done if you've got this massive bureaucracy and a government that doesn't care about people. And that has to change. There has to be profound change.
You said before the civilization is fragile. Do you agree?
Yes.
It's precious when you look at the West right now, every country in the West, with its wars, its divisions, its censorship, and its declining trust in institutions. None of us trust them at all. None of the public trust them. Are you optimistic or pessimistic about where we are heading?
I think if the people of Britain take charge and actually ensure that there's a government that represents their interests and not a government that represents foreign interests, then I think Britain has a great future. The policy that's coming is used in the right way. We have an incredibly exciting future, one which is, sort of Star Trek made real. It's sort of like the exciting utopian sci-fi, where we have spaceships and we've got robots and we've got incredible technologies that are really exciting. But we need to preserve civilization long enough for that to happen, and we need to go onward and upward. And we need to fight for such a future. Such a future is not inevitable. We have to fight for such a future.
These people have lost hope. After today's scene, have you got hope again, Britain? What do you see as the future of the UK and Europe in your vision? Where are we heading? What's the future like?
Well, I think we see a future where people take charge, where there's deregulation, a massive reduction in bureaucracy, and generally a new hope, where people wake up in the morning and look forward to the future. They're excited about what's going to happen next. But we must have revolutionary government change for that to occur. And this is not ordinary course of business sort of stuff. This really requires everyone to sort of marshal the people, to take charge, reform the government, and make sure that we actually have a government that is fully used by the people. To darkness or greatness. And that will be decided only in a matter of years. And we must take path. And that's a path that's exciting, inspiring, and will make life worth living.
On behalf of everyone and on behalf of all of us in Great Britain, you know what, we wouldn't even be in the fight. Not only are we in the fight right now, but we're on the advance. Thanks to free speech being fought for us by Elon Musk. We're very grateful to him. Hello. No? I just interviewed Elon Musk. Hello. 2 seconds, I've got to find out where I was. Right. Very quickly, as we just had, we all saw what happened just 3 days ago with the horrific and brutal murder. I'm just changing the sequence here because I think after Elon Musk and his fought for our free speech, I think now should be the moment that our country, in all of our millions that are here today, and the 1.6 million people that are watching live, say thank you and honour the life of one of our generation's greatest, a man who inspired a generation of young men based on courage, based on faith, as
things I want to encourage you to do. Learn something new every single day. And focus on what it means to be a good person and a person with strong character. Aristotle said that courage is the ultimate virtue. Without it, there are no other virtues. If people aren't courageous, you don't have honesty, you don't have justice, you don't beauty, you don't have wonder. And so at age 13, I want you to commit yourself to a life of courage. Courage is doing the right thing when you don't know how it's going to work out. Courage is committing yourself to the correct course of action, regardless of the cost associated to it. Every human being, I believe, is made in the image of the divine, is sacred, is unique, and if we get away from this principle as we have, we not only have moral degradation, we not only have the collapsing society around us, but it's bad for that being itself. That being itself is unique, that being has rights, and who are we to say just because we're older that we get to murder it? Thank you.
I'm looking at an army of a million people, so I gotta say bullshit to that. My name's Don Keith, for any of those that don't know me. Tommy Robinson and the folks who put this together are giving me the great honor of singing our national anthem for you. It's one of the honors of my lifetime, so I want to thank you for that. And I want to sing this today. I want to dedicate it to Charlie Kirk, great man that was taken from us way too early. This is a man who created a platform for people to come and debate the right way, civilly, which is what free societies are supposed to be all about, and they took you from us, they fueled it for it. So that's what we're up against, that's the evil we're up against. But I'm going to sing the national anthem right now, and I take the all that up here. So proudly at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars heaven inspire. All the rampart we walked were so gallant. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. So sailors that star-spangled banner, for the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
We want everyone now to fall silent as we pay respects for 1 minute for one of the bravest fighters, one of the most intelligent fighters, certainly is going to be seen in our lifetime. To Charlie's family, we all pray for you. We hope we honour his life. relationship.
Amen to that.
It's not between our governments. Does anyone think David Lammy or Keir Starmer have got a special relationship? They hate America. They hate everything it represents. They hate freedom. Keir Starmer dared to make a Twitter post about the murder of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk lived in this country. He'd have been imprisoned for some of the things he said. So today, as well, there's only one country in the world and one government who's fighting for all of our free speech. It's not our government. It's certainly not the European Union. It's the Republican Party in the United States.
Amen, brother.
It's JP Vance.
Yeah,
It's
man.
Donald Trump.
Amen, brother.
Donald Trump may not have been elected if it wasn't for Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
Charlie Kirk's legacy to us in Great Britain is the only reason we have hope, that we have a fight, that we're still in the fight, and that we have an opportunity to regain our free speech. It's because of the legacy left by Charlie Kirk. His name will live on forever. Let's hope he inspires a new generation of people. Do not let them win. The time is now. Stand up, speak out. God bless Charlie Kirk. God bless the United States.
God bless Charlie Kirk.
We're now going to play a video message. I don't know how many of you have heard of the political party in Spain called Vox. You will all hear about them in the future because they're topping the polls. They've already said they will probably deport 8 million people from their homelands. There's only one party that will save Spain. That party is Vox, led by a brave leader called Santiago, who wants to speak to all of you now.
Occidente está en una situación límite. Gran Bretaña y España están en una situación límite. Nuestra identidad como civilización, con nuestros mayores logros, como la democracia, el derecho de propiedad y la libertad de expresión, están bajo asedio. Lo peor es que este ataque viene desde dentro de nuestras fronteras. Viene de quienes han promovido la inmigración masiva e ilegal de inmigrantes. Una auténtica injusticia. Nosotros tenemos claro que solo existe una alternativa que salvaguarde que somos la paz de nuestra nación. La deportación masiva de inmigrantes no integrados. Aquellos en situación de absoluta ilegalidad y también los regularizados que delinquen, así como los que militan en esa yihad y quieren imponer sus costumbres a las nuestras y quieren imponer la brutalidad primitiva de la Sharia a nuestros pueblos. El ataque a nuestra sociedad de ciudadanos libres que hemos contribuido durante siglos viene también del consenso globalista del que participan todos los partidos tradicionales. Ahora su principal meta es acabar con la libertad de expresión. Quieren controlar las redes sociales como controlan los medios tradicionales públicos y privados, comprados con dinero de los contribuyentes, y lo quieren hacer para imponer una narrativa ajena a la realidad de nuestro Estado. Uno de sus instrumentos capitales es la aberración del invento antijurídico de los delitos de odio, para así poder perseguir a cualquiera que cuestione la gran mascarada que sostienen los partidos políticos que ya no tienen ninguna credibilidad. Los partidos tradicionales y sus medios de comunicación están en pánico ante el avance del patriotismo, ante el avance de las fuerzas nacionales y del sentido común. Ese sentido común que pretenden convertir en una herejía. A ellos les decimos que no podrán callar. Por cada voz que silencia